News story tonight, the South African Communist Party, the SACP, is saying that it has information that President Jacob Zuma is planning to fire his deputy Cyril Ramaphosa. It's also made some incredible claims, saying it condemns the ethnic mobilization on the part of the president, and then challenging him rather to confirm or deny that he's planning to axe his deputy. We're joined by Alex Mashilo, SACP national spokesperson. Thank you for being with us. Incredible claims. In journalism, we say, you know, you may have sources. Do you trust the sources, the information that you're getting?
Definitely the information is reliable, and if it was not, we would not have come out publicly. We acted because we wanted to prevent a situation where these things happen, and we claim later that this information did reach us. The country would ask us where we were, what did we do? So one of our strategy is to come out and challenge the president, either to deny or to confirm. By confirming, he will face mobilization. By denying, the plan will come to an end.
Your sources, how quickly was this meant to happen? Because we know that there's a National Executive Committee meeting tomorrow looking at the president's future. Was this imminent, according to what you heard?
It was definitely imminent.
Tonight?
There were processes
Could this happen
place.
Tonight?
We don't know. You know, under the leadership of President Jacob Zuma, cabinets are changed at night, sometimes at 12 midnight.
If President Zuma fires Cyril Ramaphosa, the idea would be then that he could choose his deputy. It could be Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma.
The idea would be that he will then revert back to his ANC 54th National Conference, personal preference for Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma to become ANC president. The idea would be to appoint him in the position of deputy president, knowing that in terms of constitutional processes, should he be recalled, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma will then become acting president. Okay,
so he makes sure that the ANC is in a very difficult position if it wants to recall him, because then they will be selecting Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma.
To the extent he confirms the information, yes.
However, she would have to be sworn in before tomorrow, so it doesn't seem like a viable plan.
It is not a matter of before tomorrow. Things can happen. She might be sworn in, or whoever he appoints may be sworn in tomorrow, not necessarily before tomorrow.
Yeah, so it could happen in the morning.
It could happen in the morning, it could happen in the afternoon, it could happen a day after tomorrow. But the fact of the matter is that this information came to our attention. We discussed it and had to decide, what do we do? Do we remain silent until things happen? We must act. And by acting, definitely we are stopping this thing. And we are calling on South Africans, particularly the president has been engaging in ethnic mobilization. We know that for sure.
I want you to explain that, because that is another incredible claim being made in your statement tonight.
The president has been engaging in ethnic mobilization. When things become very difficult, he withdraws into KZN, where he mobilizes a base, and this thing is a problem. Very recently, he received a memorandum by Amabuto. That is very dangerous, because it is a matter that affects our constitution.
The legal standing.
These are regiments, and regiments are mobilized for war purposes.
Is this a Zulu regiment?
I don't want to necessarily use that word.
Yeah.
I don't want to necessarily use.
But you believe he would be fomenting sort of tribalism, divisions?
Definitely. That's why we are condemning that. And the president has to stop that. His duty in terms of our constitution is to unite the nation. You cannot mobilize on the basis of regressive tendencies. You cannot divide the nation along the lines of tribalism and ethnicity. You have got to pursue policies that unite this nation. The president has a constitutional duty to do so.
If you're wrong, Mr. Mashilo, people will be very angry. Surely the president himself will be very angry of being accused of these things. Have you contacted his office? When did this information come to light? When are you expecting a reply from him? Presumably he hasn't responded.
There is a reason why we are giving him the benefit of the doubt. That's why we are challenging him to either confirm or deny that this is his plan.
Is there any information that you have? We're hearing sources saying that there's a meeting between the president and Ramaphosa tonight.
Definitely information came to our attention, but take note that we don't say tonight in our statement. We didn't say this will happen by this particular time or date.
Yeah. If this is a plan, presumably if the ANC, and this is just an assumption now for the purposes of this discussion, that the NEC would like to recall President Zuma. Maybe this plan is set into motion. He fires Ramaphosa, and Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma comes in. Surely the ANC will just deal with this in a matter of a few days. There are a few options: recalling her, impeachment, votes in Parliament. Surely this is something that will actually strengthen Mr. Ramaphosa's hands, because he will now look like a victim. What do you think?
There are constitutional timeframes. There are certain things in terms of our constitution that you cannot handle in a matter of a day or hours.
So you're worried that
the constitution prescribes how long it should take to prepare for the election of the president in the absence of the president.
So what does that mean?
That means that there would be space during which the president would achieve whatever he wants to achieve, given the fact that calls for him to leave office are increasing. And he is definitely having his back against the wall. He is in a difficult situation. He is seeking a way out. And this, in our view, is part of the plans. But the president can come out and confirm. And you know what? What we are doing is a strategic intervention. We are forcing the president to deny this. By denying this, we would have achieved our aim to stop him from proceeding. Or he has to confirm. By confirming this, we would have achieved our objective to mobilize South Africa against these shenanigans.
All right. Thank you so much for clarifying the SACP statement tonight, and we will bring you any response from the presidency as soon as we get word from that. That was a national spokesperson for the SACP, Alex Mashilo.